Today's topic is invertebrates for class 11th biology. Here we will study about the organisms which are not having vertebral column, and that's why they are called invertebrates. Under this you will study the sponges which are kept under porifera and cnidaria, that is also called coelenterata. So in this video you will study about two phylums, but the consequent video you will also study about worms, mollusks, arthropods or echinoderms. But now we will discuss about sponges and cnidaria. So number one, the phylum porifera, which is having sponges. So the sponges are aquatic, they are found in water, they are mostly found in seawater, attached to the sand or rocks. They have pores on the body, that's why they are called porifera. They have needle-like structures, they are called spicules. So body is covered with spicules. They have an internal cavity and the upper hole, that is called osculum. They are filtering animals. They feed from the water, filtering water, and take food from the water. They reproduce sexually or asexually. These are some characteristics of porifera. This is the structure of sponge. This is central cavity, that's called spongocoel. Water enters through these small pores, they are called ostia, and the pore that is found on the upper side of the body, that is called osculum. So water enters through the ostia and goes out through the osculum. This is called canal system. Now the characteristics of member of phylum porifera. They are asymmetrical or radial symmetry. They have three types of cells: panacocytes, mesenchyme cells, they are called amoebocytes, and conocytes. The central cavity have chambers through which water flows, and also they take food from the water current, and they don't have tissues or organs. Cell type, body wall and skeleton. Sponge cells are specialized for particular functions, and like panacocytes, these cells are the skin cells of the sponge. They line the exterior of the sponge. They are thin, leathery, and tightly packed together. Maybe slightly contractile and help the sponge to change its shape. Some panacocytes specialize into porocytes, which regulate water circulation. See the arrangement of the cells in the body wall. Here, this is spicules. This cell is called archocytes. This is cell is sclerocyte. This is collar cell, which is having flagellum. This layer is mesenchyme, and outer layer this is having panacocytes. This is conocyte, that is also called collar cell, and the cell is porocyte, which regulate the entry of the water through ostia. Water currents and body forms. Sponges lives depend on the water, and with the water current they also obtain its food. Water brings food and CO2 and removes waste also. Methods of food filtration and circulation reflects body forms in the phylum. So this is a characteristic of exchange of substances through the water and body. These are the collar cells. They are called monocytes. They are flagellated, which help pump water in and out of the spongiocele. Now, the next phylum is Cnidaria, which is also known as Coelenterata. They are called stinging cells animals because they have sting cell. Cnidaria characteristics: over 9,000 species are there. Mostly they are marine. Examples are jellyfish, sea anemone, and Pothgonese man of war. These are the some examples of Cnidaria. Important coral reefs, they are also Cnidarians. Characteristics: number one, they have radial symmetry. They are diploblastic, having two layers in the body, epidermis and gastrodermal cells. See here, they have gastrodermis layer and epidermis, and between them non-cellular layer mesoglea is present. So especially two cellular layers are there, epidermis and gastrodermal layers. So they are called diploblastic. Mesoglea layer, that is found in the middle, it is gelatinous, and between epidermal and gastrodermal layer it is present. No circulatory system they have. They have gastrovascular cavity which is incomplete, means the opening of the body is only one side. So this is called incomplete cavity. Nervous system in the form of a nerve net, and no brain is there. Brain is not found in the Cnidarians. Only nerve net they are having. So see the structure, the nerve net is there. They have cnidocytes, stinging cells for defense, feeding and attachment. So the purpose of these stinging cells is to defense, feeding and attachment. So this is a structure of cnidocyte cell. This is mainly used for defense or also to capture prey. Cnidocytes, very special cells are found in Cnidarians. In this diagram, a cnidocyte is shown. The hollow thread that delivers the venom is coiled inside the nematocyst in the capsule. The nematocyst is filled with so much water that the lid is just waiting to pop open and release the pressure. So they open, they have thread. When they open, they can inject the venom to the prey, and it may be killed or paralyzed by using these cnidocytes. After a cnidocyte has been discharged into its venom and the venom has been injected, it looked like this. This is the discharged cnidocyte. At the base of the stinging thread, there are three barbs that anchor the tentacles to the animal and it cannot escape. Some examples of cnidarians are given. This is sea anemone and this is jellyfish. This is stalked jellyfish. See here, some examples are given. These are some examples of cnidarians. This is hydroids and siphonophores. This is box jellyfish, stalk jellyfish, swimming jellyfish, and this is sea anemone. So these are some examples of cnidarians.